Hi.
You doing okay?
Yeah, I think so.
You need anything from downstairs?
Um,
You got home.
no, I meant to get up. Today they've got pickle soup, my favorite, but I didn't get over there. Well, they actually serve it on Monday, and then they put the rest in those bowls with lids. So every Tuesday they have a bunch leftovers from Monday, and pickle soup. Oh, yum. Um, I wish I'd gotten over there. Where's the van parked right now?
Next to me. It's on the far end of this house.
Okay, so it's not in the driveway?
No, it is.
Oh, it is in the driveway.
Yeah.
Okay. And Mom will park behind me. Mary, let's see. Mary's car is longer than the Buick, so Mary will park next to.
Yeah, Mom already told me how we were going to park.
Oh, she did? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Want me to leave this open or shut it?
He's okay. It doesn't bother me.
Trash. I'm going to shut it.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw you chewing on some trash, puppy.
She's a booby. Why to do that?
Where's your girlfriend?
She's going downstairs with her.
Oh, sweet booby. Thank you, honey.
Oh, just text me if you need anything.
Okay.
Love you.
I appreciate it. I love you too. Oh, hello, everybody. It is Big Disney fans. You're going to notice something different here today, and I don't plan to make a habit out of this, but this is Gatorade Zero. Doesn't taste that good. It's supposed to rehydrate me. Have any of you ever been to Africa? Okay, who we got on here? Those big Disney fans. Very good to have you. These are the monkeys. You guys like monkeys? Look at this one. Let me take my banner down. Look at him holding on to that dude's back. Isn't that cute? I don't have that problem here, but then I drive a Buick, so I suppose if I opened the back hatch, maybe 8 or 10 of them would come, flying in and want to ride with me. But then, I don't know, I have no place to keep them. It doesn't stop me from wanting my own small zoo. Let's see what he says. Big Disney fan, the closest thing to Africa I've been is at a zoo. Hey, they have exotic animals at a zoo. In some cases, they're extinct in the wild. I think there was a rhino that about 5 or 6 months ago. I can't remember if it's the white rhino or the black rhino. One of them went extinct, which is heartbreaking. Went extinct in the wild. They still have, they're in zoos around the country. But my goodness. If I lived over there, I would want one of each and just say, bring it to my house. But then I would have problems because I also want a baby everything. I want a baby otter. I would like one of those miniature horses, those mini horses. Have you seen those? I would have to have several different kinds of monkeys. I believe I would put up with a macaque. Uh, Macaques are nasty little creatures, but someone told me I shouldn't talk bad about animals. And the same person got divorced from their wife because they were mouthing off to each other and couldn't put up with each other. I'm thinking, you're worried about animals and you can't even talk nice to your mate? I don't know where this guy's going. I think he's just strolling around the village in his little moped. It's the white rhino. Okay, I knew one of them. By chance, do you know where any are being held in that are in zoos? Because I know there's some somewhere, but I just don't know what. Obviously, I know what, but I just don't know where. There's a couple zoos here in Chicago. There's Brookfield Zoo, and there's Lincoln Park Zoo. I don't know how they are compared to other zoos. San Diego has always had a beautiful zoo. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. San Diego has. Cincinnati used to have a very nice zoo as well. And no, Bubby. No. Let's see. San Diego had a nice zoo. Where else was I? Oh, the new, well, it's not new, it's new to us. The new Atlanta, the big aquarium in Atlanta, that is, what's this say here? I don't know, zero. Come on. Eat up to 1,000 mosquitoes per night. Oh, you know, I have always wondered what it is that makes a species worth saving. And it has to be more than just, oh, but they're so cute. Because with what they take away from society, I don't know that they add enough back in society for us to just say, oh, but they're so cute. Baby dinosaurs were probably cute. And they didn't need to live, you know? Hey, looky here. We got a friend all the way from just north of the border. And that's Rob. How you doing, Rob? I put the link in there. If you want to come up, you're welcome to. Right now, buddy, it just looks like you and me as far as coming up on the screen. BDF, where are you? You've told me this before, and forgive me, but I do forget. All the time I forget. So last week I was out of commission. Not bad. I was visiting my father, and I was. He gave me his van. I'm almost done my break at work. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. BDF, Topeka, the center of America. But my dad gave me his van because he's 88 years old, and his driving is kind of suffering, and I was very worried about his condition for his own safety and for the people that he would come in contact with, like in a head-on collision, or if he would accidentally hop up on a sidewalk and kill some pedestrians. My father has a perfect driving record. He's driven for 70 years, over 70. Never had an accident or an incident. Perfect record. And that's something he's very thankful for, and we're all very proud of him. So it was very, very, very difficult to ask him for his keys. He kind of feels like his life is over. But my wife and I and my sister, we're all that remains of our family, my sister and I, and my wife, of course. But we just felt like, something that had to be done. Have you ever had to do that with your parents? Cruising on the high seas. If you're still alive and going by 3, my time, I'll pop up. 3, what time is it? It is 12:42. Wait a second, Rob. Oh, you're right. You're by Toronto? Is that right? So you're on Eastern time. Yeah, okay. I got you. There goes the monkey. What do you do? Uh, I'm going to go now. Bye, Papa Mozo. Bye, everyone. Take care. Well, BDF, and hold down the fort in Topeka for us, will you? Hold down the fort until we can get there and pay a proper visit. God bless you, my friend. Nothing but good on you. Rob, same goes for you, pal. Enjoy your last hour or two of work. This crazy dog. Sparrow, you want to come here and get on camera? Come here. Come on, boy. Hey. He ain't having it. Hello. Mm-hmm. Do. Who else is in here with me? I am watching some video trying to decide. Tilly. Oh, my love. Tilly Brassfield. Oh, my goodness. So nice to see you. And I forget your wife's name. What's your wife's name? Not Riley. I'm going to screw this up. You know how I am, Tilly. Mashed potato brains. Did I understand that you and your wife just bought your first house? Casey, yeah. Did I understand that you guys just got your first house? Eh? There's that. That's nice. Tilly, I'm trying to decide what all animals I want for my backyard zoo. I have to be rather clandestine because Round Lake Beach doesn't really want wild animals, so I have to be real careful. As many as possible I need to keep inside here, but I'm renting a house, and I don't need monkey crap everywhere trying to scrub it off the walls. Okay, let me go let this dog outside. He's wanting to go outside. Tilly, where's your house? What town? Is it in Farragut or is it somewhere else? Did you move far away or did you just move out? Hello, big boy. Hello. Oh boy, does that feel good? Have your rump scratched? Everybody likes their rump scratched. Come here, big boy. Who's a good boy? Let me see. We will Bosubi and Sparrow let you have a zoo? Good question. That is a very good question. I don't think Sparrow would have a problem with it. He's pretty happy-go-lucky. Subi looks happy, only she's full-blooded Siberian Husky. She's a red Siberian Husky. She might look happy and got that smile, that doggy smile on her face, but she'll cut a girl. She will cut a girl. That was kind of the way Zoe was. If Zoe knew you and liked you, that was fine, but if she had to, she'd take it to the streets. Just saying. Harriman, Tennessee, I know that town. I used to know a pastor over there with the assemblies. I don't remember his name. Harriman, Tennessee, about 35 minutes from my mom and dad. Yeah, I know I know exactly where Harriman is. I wish I could think of that guy's name. But anyway. Well, I am glad that you got your own place, Tilly. That's awesome. You got to tell me about it. And if I've seen a picture, I've forgotten it. So send me another picture to my phone. Because as you well know, I do messages a whole lot easier than anything else. I have an awful time with that messenger. It's technical. Hang on a second. I got to let this dog out. You need to go out, big boy? Oh, drop the phone. Hang on. Okay, let's go out. Sparrow's coming. All right. He was getting antsy, and I didn't want to hear him crying and whining. He's a big baby. Um, so, Tilly, you got to help me decide on the animals that I can have and that I can keep. Or, now I do have a peach-faced lovebird. I don't know if you remember Kiwi Boy. Kiwi, you can hear him in the other room right next to us, next to this room. Which Kiwi is between my room and Mommy's room. There's 3 doors like here, here, and here. So we're all kind of in the same hall, kind of across from the bathroom. I will send you some pictures. I'm going to get off here, but it was good to see you. Much love. Right back at you, Tilly. Give my love to Casey, even though I don't know her, but you know me. Don't have to know him to love him. Take care, Tilly. Be good. Everybody that was a friend of mine, well, actually, her parents were friends of mine, I think. Shelley told me this is another one of these huge gaps that happened. The parents, Tilly's parents, if I remember right, and Mommy and I, we became friends years ago. Mommy told me. Um, and I'm not telling anything that they don't already know. I've had an accident and lost my memory from a huge head injury, and can't remember anything after 16 years old up till now, 54. So there's 38 years that are pretty well gone. I don't know what's going to come back and what's not. A few weeks ago, I thought, oh, it's all starting to come back to me. It didn't. A couple days ago, I I sensed myself sliding down a mud hill, and I couldn't stop. And I thought, oh no, kind of like, does it make sense if I tell you everything was getting dark again? That's exactly what was happening. And I can't tell you how hard that is because we're all known by the friends that we keep, by our experiences. Uh, in psychology, they'll train you that we're all a product of who we come in contact with, for better or for worse. If we come in contact with somebody that has an ugly attitude toward humanity, a little piece of that will rub off. I hope that doesn't rub off on me, but I've not had the right attitude sometimes. Um, I hope it doesn't come off on you. Keep yourself above the fray. It's totally not worth it. I'm going to put this up there and this in here in case anybody wants to come on the screen. There it is. Again, the link to join me on screen. You don't have to. There's no transaction fee if you don't want to. But if you want to, I'd love to talk to you. And I'd love our friends to meet new friends. Oh my goodness, look here coming in from the beautiful Long Island, none other than my sweet friend, and that is Najuma Brown. Oh my goodness, we all love Najuma Brown. And, oh boy, guess what? Mommy and I get to meet Najuma, and is it, I think it's a granddaughter or a daughter? I think it's a granddaughter. going to be on the October group cruise that is going to be sponsored by Spikers, uh, Us and More, and Down Under Cruisers. Going to go out of Miami, going to go to Aruba and Bonaire, but they're skipping Curacao on this one. Aruba, Bonaire. Coming back, I'm going to screw this up. Coming back to 2 spots, I think, in uh, Dominican Republic is what I'm trying to get. La Romana and forget the other one. Blue, I started to say Blue Oyster Cult. No, Blue Lagoon. No, I'm getting that wrong. Oh my gosh. Najuma, if you remember, help me out because I'm falling all over myself. Anyway, so it's going to be a Caribbean cruise. We are looking forward to it. The thing that Mommy and I are most looking forward to is meeting people like Najuma, Down Under Cruisers from Australia. They're from Melbourne, Australia. We're definitely excited to meet them. Plump Travelers, that's Larry and Ananda. We are looking forward to meeting them. I had thoughts of possibly flying up there and spending time with them there at their place. It's a little pricey from Chicago. And if we did that, probably wouldn't be able to go on this group cruise. I'll be doing this again, but I want to say a huge thank you to the person who made these cruises possible. And don't worry, I'm not going to tell you who it is because he values his anonymity. The only thing I can tell you is he's an older gentleman and he has quite a bit of money. And he's the one that got us, he gave us enough money that we could buy several cruises, actually. And he told me, he said, now this is not to bury you. He said, you do that with your own money. He said, I'm giving this to you for cruising. Now, the reason that's significant is he was on the ship with me when my sister took me on the cruise back in 2014. In fact, that's how I met this gentleman. And he was delightful. Oh, here it says, okay, cruising on the high sea. That tells, Rob knows a little bit. Blue Lagoon is the hotel, Papa. Oh, yeah, that's right. Rob, I don't know what the other, there's 2 places in Dominican Republic, and I don't know, is one of them Punta Cana? I don't know. If you know, shout it out. Anyway, I have met this man, but my wife has never met this man. And he's never met her. But my sister died. My sister was a very good friend to this man for many years. And he felt like it would be a fitting tribute to her if we all got to go on a cruise together. Well, it didn't work out that way. He had one of those European river cruises, I know, with those real long boats. He had one of those. Actually, had 2 of them. And I think he's getting ready to take one in January and then another in March or May. And those are very pricey. Again, I don't think that's going to be a problem for him. But I do want to publicly thank a man, but privately. I just wanted you all to know that my benefactor is a very, very kind man. Most people don't do this for other people. Not only do they not, they choose not to do it, but they don't have the resources. They don't have the money to do it. So, there's that. I am thankful for the friends that I've made. I did not make that friend other than having, I had dinner with them every night. Pam and I, we met them for dinner. But during the day, we ran into, especially in Dominica. Dominica was where they had a big, like almost a military size um, metal building with the marketplace inside there. And that's the place where that old lady, I don't know how old she was. She was an old black woman, and she knew how to do braids, and she did them well. And it took her about 3 hours to do Pam's hair, just in a basic dreadlock, just a basic. My sister Pam said, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe she was standing out there in the heat." So I went and got the lady a bottle of water because I just thought she was going to fall over dead at any second. But she didn't. And my sister paid her double. She asked for a certain amount of money. My sister said it was worth at least twice that. So she gave her twice that. And she said, "You never know. These people don't have any money. They don't have." And the woman didn't ask for much. The woman asked for whatever amount of dollars. And my sister Pam said, "No, it's worth more, way more than that to me." And so I have a picture of me in my tuxedo and my sister leaned over next to me like this at the dinner table. My sister with her long braided hair. You've never seen white people's hair that thick. But I think she got like 29 braids out of it. Um, it was just horrendous. And I'm so thrilled that I had that experience. And I'm going to have this experience again here in what, 10 months, 10 months. Going to get to go back on a ship. What ship? What ship is that we're going on, everybody? Somebody remember? Because I don't. It's Carnival. I think it's Carnival. The one we were supposed to have in March of 2020 was Celebrity Summit. But, as you well know, you know what? They closed down the ports 2 weeks prior to our leaving to go all along from San Juan down to Barbados and back. We were going to fly in and stay at San Juan, Puerto Rico, and then get on the Celebrity Summit and spend the next 7 days going everywhere. St. Kitts and Nevis, where else? St. Martin, Tortola, Dominica, Barbados. And then we were going to come back, stay another night at San Juan, and then fly out, come back home to Chicago. Well, I was coming to Chicago. My sister lived near Indianapolis. Hello, Fairy Dust. How are you? That's Amy, right? Did I get the name right this time? Hello, everyone. Hello. Fairy Dust, sweep the wild winds. Sweep wild winds, not woods, winds. Sorry about that. Bernay, crap. I'm sorry, Bernay. I told you my memory's crap. When you said it, I still remembered. I'm lost. And I got to wonder when I say, "Oh, that's Amy," and you're like, "No, I'm Bernay." Then I'm thinking, okay, who the heck is Amy? Because I know there was an Amy in there. I just don't remember who. No worries, mine is too. Oh my goodness, we're all telling our age. We're going to have to be careful. So I'm very thankful that I've got, it's not brand new, but it's new to me. My father is getting on in years, and his depth perception and his response time is getting a little bit more questionable. So I asked him if I could have the band. And he was kind of down on it at first, but I told him, I said, we're not trying to take this from you. We want to keep you safe, and then everybody that you come in contact with, we want to keep them safe too. I don't want to read about a head-on crash in the Chicago Tribune. 5 people die in a fire on Interstate 65 or 94, whatever. Okay, well, let's see. Amy is amethyst, which we've had that conversation before too. Oh my goodness, Brene, that's my birthstone. So, I should have remembered my birthstone, right? But here we are again with my feeble mind. Guess who else has a feeble mind? Here's the connection of the feeble minds. How are you, buddy?
My beard. I'm great. How are you? You're back home, I see.
I am back home. Back home. I was going to. I'm glad I didn't, but I was going to take this circle light and
this light's not working really well for me right now. Oh, that just takes some. That's okay.
What happened? Did you get the circle of death?
Yeah, I can't find my circle light, my ring light. I need a new one. I only got the small one. I ordered a. When I bought it, I thought I was getting a 10-inch ring light for $50, but I ended up getting a 7-inch. So it's not the greatest, but it helps. So right now I have a regular light bulb up there to warm the lighting, because I have hot light boxes, but they're just too harsh too. So I'm working on my lighting.
Do you use warm lights or cool lights?
Both.
Okay. What did you say it was? 10 inches?
Yeah, 10. No, it looks like yours is the same as mine.
This is that's 9.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that spread, I've known that spread is 9 inches for a very long time, because I always played piano.
Gotcha.
Makes for a handy measuring device.
It's my white beard. That's the problem right now.
I've done this for like two days.
Doing that.
This is 2 days.
I'm gonna shut off my green screen here. I think I can do it this way. Go into StreamYards. Go in here. I'm gonna shut off my green screen for now.
Oh, Brene, it can't be pizza, because pizza is one of the 4 food groups. Remember, let's go over this again, class. Pizza, candy, donuts, and sodas. If you have all 4 of those.
Oh, well.
What?
No, I thought I'm going to leave and come right back in. I'm going to shut off my green screen. It's just distracting to me, that disappearing beard. I'll be right back.
Looked like I had an accident. Let me put this over here so he can come back up. There it is again. Okay, I put it in again. And add stream.
There we go.
There we go.
Better. Now it's not distracting.
I just thought you'd had some kind of auto accident or something.
No, and I actually got to trim my beard out. It's been getting scruffy, getting lazy.
I cannot let mine go any time at all. I got 2 days growth, and it's growing crazy right now. It grows like this in the winter. It doesn't grow this quickly in the summer, but this here, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like 2 days growth. Like, man, come on.
Well, you were away.
Well, it's true. I shaved.
Is Mommy still away?
Who?
Is Mommy still away?
No, she's at work right now.
Okay. I've been communicating with her, right, behind the scenes.
No, she's easy that way.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got. Well, hi, Ashley. How are you? Hey, what ship is that we're going on in October?
Carnival Horizon.
Horizon. I thought it was Carnival, but I couldn't remember which one. And we're doing the one at the end of January is Carnival Magic.
Yes. Yes.
So,
you're on the Magic, and yes.
I know they sail basically down to Aruba and back, and Well, hello, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
I've
Hi,
been
Ashley.
expecting you, dear.
And hi, Bernay. I can see them now.
Hibernate. Did you say hibernate?
Bernay. Yes. Did Amy change her logo? Looks like she changed her logo.
Oh
She
my
got
God!
that
You
little
gotta be
purple,
kidding.
what do you call it?
I don't know.
She had like this really funny furry thing.
Funny furry thing.
Oh, there's Dewey. There's our Dewey.
Dewey Ski. Still looking forward to the magic to sail with you. Hey, Dewey, you're the one going to get a head start, buddy. And can I just say, I was right there with that world cruise, buddy. I was right there. You know what the thing was? And I had to go along with her. She's
It's
like,
a thing called marriage. It's a thing called marriage, I think.
She said, you know what? There's no way you could get your medicine for 9 months out in the middle of the ocean somewhere or in frickin' Afghanistan or Korea, She said, no way.
That, Papa, that's the one thing I want to protest about being married is there's always that other side of the rational thinking sense to our relationship. And,
Yeah. The Bible said God looked at man and he decided it was not good that man should be alone.
That's right.
That's when he made a woman. So any man that thinks it's better alone, he must be in disagreement with God because and you know what? I think about some of the messes and some of the piles of crap I've stepped in that my wife has got me out of, and I'm very grateful.
I'm very grateful for Ananda as well. She's done the same thing. Yeah.
Hey, looky here. Keep your shirts on.
Yes, we have our shirts on, Bernay.
No,
they're on. They're staying on.
Promises. No promises, but
okay, yes, promises from me, Bernay, but I can't promise, Papa there.
This is a strain. I've got clothes on. Oh, well, I can't show you these.
Careful.
These are the softest boxer
material.
Oh my gosh. They're soft on everything that counts. Can I just tell you that? Soft. I've never felt anything that soft, and I'm not kidding. Nice. And it was at Kohl's. Kohl's is expensive if you ask me, but my wife loves it because, and they get her, they get her with some sale. She's
Are you talking about Kohl's bookstore?
No, Kohl's the retail store.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a department store.
Oh, okay.
And they've got a huge men's section. And we were on our way toward the checkout stand. And she's like, oh, these are soft. Would you like these? And I said, honey, I don't need any more boxer briefs. I got plenty of them, tons of them at home, several hundred pair. No kidding.
Nice.
And she's like, yeah, but do they look right? I said, they look fine. Believe me, I could wear a different pair every day for 2 years and still have fresh underwear. And she said, well, these are so soft. And man, I felt those things and fell in love with those things. But everything at Kohl's is
only on the Papa Moses show we talk about stuff like that.
Hey, that's right. That's part of life. Medicine is an issue I am already looking into for that cruise.
His medicine, Papa.
I'm thinking if we're at some of these islands, we could probably get something that would take our blood pressure down and leave it down.
You're gonna have to contact 150 something ports to align everything all up.
Yeah, I thought he said 150 ports. I mean, it's a once in a lifetime thing.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I told Shelley, I was like, the only thing on my bucket list, travel-wise, left is Tahiti. I've always wanted to go to Papeete, Tahiti, and this covers it. She's like, you can go to Tahiti a whole lot cheaper than whatever this is. And I think we were both just guessing, but she did get up.
French Polynesia and Bora Bora has always been off of my bucket list because it was always unattainable financially for me, always. But when I looked up this cruise out of Honolulu to Australia and it made stops along there for $1,800 for an 18, I think it was a 16-day cruise or an 18-day cruise for $1,800. Oh, that's $100 a day, which is the normal price for a cruise, right? Not including airfares, but $1,800 for that route, that itinerary. Oh, I think I can start dreaming about French. One of the reasons why I want to go to this Bora Bora and French Polynesia and all that is because I like sharks. I love sharks. And don't worry, it's not the great whites, Papa. I'm talking about, the little guys, my reef sharks. And I'm hearing,
yeah.
I think Amy swam with the sharks. So,
Yeah, reef sharks. I mean, what harm can they do, right?
Well, you can walk out your door and get hit by a car just as same. Actually, even more.
I know, but they don't let me take guns to the shark sightings. If I could have some of my guns with me, I'd feel better about those sharks. Because if one just tried to chaw my leg, I'd just put a 38 slug through his.
Okay, for the most part, sharks aren't in to eat you or bite you. Well, sort of.
I don't know. I've got to look appetizing to them. What's this say? Bora Bora. Wow.
Yes.
Hey, Brene wants to go to Bora Bora too.
We got Rob.
Rob's just finishing his break. I thought he was going back in, but
if I may say, it's his birthday today.
Again?
Yeah, again.
He just had one 2 weeks ago.
Well, we always got to try to have them extra birthdays.
Is that a Canadian thing where everybody gets 2 birthdays?
Could be.
Well, Rob, happy birthday, buddy. Wait.
No, I don't know. I can't keep track of everybody's birthday, so the way I do it is through Facebook, and everybody's saying happy birthday to him.
Come on.
Do you have any insulin? Because Meyer still hasn't filled my prescription, and I don't have anything.
Look in my fridge, honey.
Hi, Mommy.
No, that's my daughter.
Oh, sorry.
She's looking for some insulin. I don't think that's Novolog, honey. I think that's Novolin, which is not the same.
Brene, I think I've watched every Jaws movies there are.
Bear with me just a second.
Yeah. I was trying to entertain Brene. She was making a remark to me here. Dun, dun, dun,
Is there any in that box?
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Let me see it. That looks like the Novolin. Let me see it.
How's the weather down in California,
Yeah.
Renee?
Novolin.
Is that insulin?
I really wish I would live in California with the sunshine. We're having too much rain.
It is, but it's formulated differently. Where did you call it in, Meyer?
Yeah, I went to the doctor the other day, and they still haven't.
Okay.
Wow.
I
Rob,
have 7 units left.
That would be a great tattoo for me.
I have 5 units left in my pod.
Oh, a little shark.
Okay. Then you need to be on the phone quick to your doctor.
I have been. I've kept calling her. She doesn't answer. I've texted her. I've emailed her. I've called her. She hasn't said crap.
Okay.
And I told her I was complaining of insulin. And I went into Meyer the other day, and they were like, "We haven't heard anything back from your doctor. We can't do anything."
I'm trying to think. Maybe they would give you, but this is a pin. This is a flexi pin.
Is that what you've been giving me before, though?
I gave you Lantus before, but I'm out, and they wouldn't renew.
Lantus? I don't take Lantus. You didn't give me Lantus. Lantus is.
Call your mother and find out if this will tell her your situation. Your doctor really needs to prescribe that. Well, I know, honey. What do you do? Let's see what we got here. Okay, Larry, what's that say?
I've
Safe and cheaper if you want.
already seen all the Jaws movies.
Man, I'll never forget when Jaws came out. And we used to spend summer on the lake at my aunt and uncle's house in the northern Indiana area.
Ah,
And we all water skied. And I could water ski way back when.
oh,
And man, I never water skied after that. I like, heck no. I
I
did
went
not.
water skiing once before, Papa. Sorry, I'll let you finish your story, but um, the last time I went, you get turning around the corner and they're turning around. Well, it creates slack, and so you start to slow down, and then they pull up. Well, I went smack face first into the water.
Oh,
And that was the end of my water skiing experience.
my cousin, he would do that, and he always wanted to ride the whip as it comes
Yeah,
around a corner. He
yeah,
he'd swing way outside and
and
come up
that's what.
right. He'd come up right beside the driver of the boat,
Oh wow.
which in this case was me, and but then he'd fall back a little bit. He was pretty good. He was better than I was.
Who would have known that water would feel like cement?
If you're going fast enough and hit hard enough, it feels just like you're landing on the ground.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
let's see, Larry. Question: what is Najuma granddaughter's name that's coming on the cruise with us? Yeah, I thought it was
Her
her
name
granddaughter,
her name is Brianna. I
Brianna.
remember
Okay.
now. I made sure Najuma helped me. I sat there and I said, nope, no, it's not this name. It's Brianna. Brianna. And now I remember.
Yeah, at the beginning of this chat, I thought, and I thought I didn't remember if it was her daughter or her granddaughter, but it's her granddaughter.
It's her granddaughter, yeah.
Oh, you know what? That's going to be a great time.
Yeah, I think she's 16, I think.
Okay. I was when I was.
Uh-oh.
I was
Renee,
9 when Jaws
Renee's
came out.
aging herself now.
Was in the Three Musketeers. Got so nauseated, never will eat that again. But can watch Jaws all the time. Hey, it sounds like an effective diet plan. Watch Jaws. I've eaten shark before. I could take it or leave it.
I've eaten shark before once.
Did you like it?
How about it? It's just, to me, it was another white fish, like I don't know, like any other white fish, but dense.
Yeah.
Flavor was fine, but dense. It was a dense white fish. So I'm trying to think of the other one.
It put me in mind of swordfish.
I've never tried swordfish, but from what I understand, most whitefish are kind of like the same, except for the differences in textures.
Big white fish would be pollock, haddock,
Oh, don't go there.
halibut.
Oh, I'm from the East Coast. Oh,
East Coast. Okay, cod.
yeah, yeah, cat. No, actually, amazingly, when I moved up west here, basically when you go you get a fish and chips in most of the restaurants, it's all cod. But you would think that would be an Eastern thing, but no. And so back east, where I'm from in St. John, whenever you go to fish and chip place, it's always pollock or haddock.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, like, but yeah.
I had some pollock just the other day in my hometown. I had some pollock, and man, I'll tell you where I got it. Hold up. Where was it? I got it out to eat somewhere. It was a chain restaurant. I wanted to tell you guys about it. Oh, where was it? Think, Alan.
Namaste.
What happened here? Papa does not know.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Calm your brain down, and it'll help you remember things.
Oh, wait, I missed one by Najuma. What's this say? She's 15, 16 by the time we take the cruise. Excellent. Wait, does she need some personal guardianship there, Najuma? Do we need to keep some of our boys watching her?
I am 6'2", 350 pounds, and I worked security before, and I worked in homeless shelters, so I think I can deal with all the bad stuff like that. But I don't think the girl would want to. I have 2 young daughters too, Papa.
Well, I mean, I could wear my clergy uniform, and
Yeah,
they would not see that coming.
yeah,
When I preach heaven and hell and tell them get the hell away from my friend's granddaughter,
yeah.
like that. Let's just say, Bernays says, "Me too, but seafood has to be carefully cooked." That's true.
Very true.
It can get overdone. So true, Bernays. I cannot tell you.
Mhm.
I dread buying fish almost anywhere. Um, I am trying for the life of me to figure out where I had fish. Um, but it was not overdone. It was cooked just right. Not too, because if they undercook it, then you get the feeling like,
Mush. Ooh,
yeah,
no.
right. But if they
A bucket list food I want to try when I go down there.
what?
Catfish. I've never tried catfish.
You're kidding.
No. So,
If
yeah,
you ever, we got plenty of it right back here.
do you really? Wow.
Oh my gosh. I live on a channel. I live on a
Yeah, no,
channel.
yeah.
I don't know if you've ever heard the term channel catfish.
Nope.
That's a species of fish, and they're known as channel cat.
Yeah. Now, catfish is a white fish, right? Yeah.
Kind of. The problem with catfish is the bones.
See, that's why I don't like a lot of seafood. Is because my father, he was a net fisherman and used to catch shad, gaspereau, mackerel, all those kinds of things, and bring it home. We ate so much fish, and then they gave me the what do you call it? The canned salmon and the bones in that, and it just turned me off of fish. Like,
Well, now the bones in the canned salmon, you can actually eat those.
no, I know, but
But
it just,
but the catfish bones, you eat those, you're going to be choking going to the ER.
no, I know, and that's what it is. So I've eaten some salmon at rare times and some trout because I can fish here. I have fishing poles and stuff.
Oh, I love trout, but I
yeah.
hardly ever get it. They caught one out of here the other day.
Oh yeah, oh wow.
Yeah, I didn't realize there were trout in here, but apparently there is.
80 degrees. We're
80 degrees. Oh my gosh.
Knock
Knock it off.
Renee, I really wish I would have that kind of weather. Give me a minute. It is. Oh, I have to go back over to Fahrenheit. It is 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like 39. But rain. We don't get that freezing cold snow or anything like you do. But
I'm gonna see what it is here.
Najuma, I love it.
I think she will be okay.
Grandma will take care of business.
No, she has a what?
A crazy grandma.
Oh, all you gotta do is say, "Big Mama gotta take care of you."
Yeah. Watch out, everybody. Here comes Mama Najuma.
Now we've got 49 out right now, 49 degrees, but
Oh, so you're the same as me. Oh, wow.
the wind is west northwest. Oh, is that northwest? The wind's out of the northwest at 14 miles an hour, which
basically the same as here, but we have rain. It's winds 15 miles per hour out of the east with wind gusts of 21 miles per hour.
Yeah, the wind what gets us. The wind gets us in the wintertime here. Catfish, delicious, but bottom feeders. That's true. They are bottom feeders.
Actually, I wanted to ask Brene, because she lives in California. I wanted to know what is the best part of California. Like, I'm talking like temperature wise and sun and everything. Like, I know California has differences because you can get snow in Northern California.
San Francisco.
Really?
Absolutely.
That would be the best place to live in the sense of weather, is what I'm saying.
I will say there's less of a swing from warm to hot than in San Francisco than any city in California.
They get a lot of fog, though. I noticed.
They do get a lot of fog. Yeah.
But I don't mind fog. I actually miss my pea soup fog, as they say back east.
They almost never get snow, and you don't see them ever having hurricanes, tornadoes.
But what about San Diego, though? I thought
San Diego is a gorgeous city. If you want a warm only climate,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
go to
Okay.
San Diego.
So, Bob, we can move to San Diego. Yeah.
You better bring your bucks.
I live in British Columbia. It's the most expensive province besides Toronto.
Man, it's San Diego. It is beautiful, and the harbor. Oh goodness, just gorgeous.
For me, I just want to get away from all this rain. I don't mind the temperatures that we get, like even in the 40s here. I don't mind the 40s. It's just the
Bernays said it depends on what type of weather you want to live in. Yeah. I was talking about maybe somebody that wants to experience a little bit more of the 4 seasons, but that mommy's calling. Hang on.
No hot Palm Springs for me. No, not hot. I was meaning
hello,
livable with no rain.
You got to take Olivia to the hospital.
Uh-oh. Papa, do you want to mute that and I'll entertain everyone?
She's sick as a dog.
Uh-oh.
I'm just going to take her to the hospital and get her some IV fluids. And she said that when she went to the doctor, they never called in any of her insulin.
Oh.
But I have a feeling that they called them in probably to the wrong place.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. And I mean, she's going to have to get more proactive with this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot keep doing this. And they told me I could leave. I was supposed to have my evaluation in about an hour.
Oh,
45 minutes. And she was scared because she said, Mom, I don't want you to lose your job. I said, I'm not going to lose my job. I said, they told me I could leave. Because I told her, I said, I'm supposed to record tonight for that musical Monday. And we got practice tonight too. But Tiffany said, don't. She said, just go. She said, don't worry about it.
Dewey, I'm wondering,
That was nice of
have
her.
you been to Catalina Island?
definitely.
So
I'm assuming it's basically the same kind of weather over there, which
Mommy.
Catalina Island is not very far from
Just be careful.
California coast.
Do me a favor and stop on your way home at Anya's and get pickle soup because that's
oh my God, I do not have time for that, Alan. I do not have time for that.
All right. You do because it only take a couple minutes, but you're busting my balls about it. So.
I need to get to her. She
All right, Shelly. Come home, get your daughter. Love you too. Bye. Okay. Got a sick one on my hands.
Prayers for your daughter.
That's right. Palm Springs is very hot.
That's where David and Aaron lived, and that looked too hot there for me.
I have a friend sitting here with me who lives near San Diego, Coronado Island, and can vouch for how beautiful it is. Dewey, your friend is right. It is gorgeous. There's beautiful homes there. There's beautiful waterways. Very seldom do they get any inclement weather. A lot of sunshine, very warm climate.
I know when I went to Los Angeles a couple times, I like Santa Monica for some reason. I like that area.
Orange County, California is pretty good all the way around.
There, yeah.
Now, Daniel and Daniel and
Brad and Kimberly.
Yeah, and Daniel and what's his wife's name?
Nancy,
yeah. They all live in Simi Valley.
Yeah.
Which that's not far. But again, it's hot there a lot. And what they call cold is 80 degrees,
No, I hear a lot of the Floridians say that, man, it's 70 degrees and it's freezing cold. It's like, oh my gosh.
Right? Like, take 100 degrees off of that and we'll talk. Yeah. When it's 20 below here.
Yeah. See, that's the difference for us, though. Like when us Canadians go to the heat, we complain.
That's exactly right.
Man, this 82 degrees is too hot for me, man.
I'm just constructed for cold, not heat.
Same here. It's
I have noticed a pretty substantial difference 2 times. Right after I had gastric bypass in 2007, I lost 80 pounds in the first month. And this last 50 or 60 that I've gotten off this time, I've noticed another big shift in my temperature. And who knew, that I'd suddenly be cold all the time and need pants on and a jacket, I'm
so are you dealing with high what do I say? Body temperature? Not like, like how do I say it? I have a lot of hot flashes. So I'm going through andropause is what I'm saying I'm going through. I haven't been totally officially diagnosed, but I totally believe I'm going what they call andropause, which is men's menopause. And I get hot flashes and mood swings and stuff like that. But anyway.
Shelley calls it manopause is what Shelley calls it.
Yeah, manopause. Yeah. I have an AC going 24/7, even in the winter.
Oh man, I've been missing comments. I'm sorry. Hot Springs is prayers for her. Thanks, Larry. Fairfax, Orange County, got that. I've been, who's this? Bernice says, I've been to San Francisco in the summer,
wow,
July, and the weather was in the 60s.
I don't mind 60s. I totally don't mind 60s. Then it starts to get down there, and I don't mind it. I can still go outside just the same as I am in my time. I actually have a layover. My layovers is in San Francisco. I get to experience SFO for the first time in April.
SFO is nice.
Yeah,
it is very nice.
Well, for me, because my wife's been there, I've never been there, and eventually I'll get back there because I had a layover in Los Angeles before, and that's what made me go back. It's like, oh, what's going on in this city? And so I go back. So yeah, I got a layover, but it's the Alcatraz. It's that part and the Golden Gate Bridge, like everybody else, and the streetcar going up and down.
Oh yeah, I made the mistake of getting to the top of the hill. The trolley had taken me up, the cable car. Got up to the top, and I didn't want to pay to go back down. So I told Mommy, I said, let's just walk down. It did not look that far. It really did. All the way back down. And by the time we got to the bottom, we had been flashed by 3 male penises and some woman completely naked under her coat. It was like flashlight, just blap, hello. And Shelley was like, she grabbed onto my arm. She said, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
And I said, that's irregular.
Wow.
And then our shins were just burning because we were walking steep downhill the whole time. Because you'd get to the street level where you cross the intersection
and it's down again.
I'll give you, if you want to write this down, I'll give you a couple things to.
Well, I'm not staying there.
No. I know that. I'm talking about if you ever travel there, you'll have some.
Oh yeah, for sure I am.
Of course, the Ghirardelli chocolate factory is there.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if you like their chocolate, but it is quite good. And you do get a free sample at the end of the tour.
Oh, nice.
The Ghirardelli chocolate space there. There is of course, Golden Gate Park. Golden Gate Park is beautiful.
Picturesque, yes.
Yeah. San Francisco is a gorgeous American city. If you go out on the highway that's leaving town to the north, along those super high cliffs, you can find pretty much anything you want. People that paint on velvet, people that make clam chowder for you, and it's very good clam chowder. It's like Grandpa's home recipe or something. It's like, oh my goodness, this is good chowder.
Mm.
Also, there's a restaurant called Skoma. It was founded by the mob way back when, but it's Scoma. I can't talk plain. Skoma, and it smells like some old mafia restaurant. But
I'm into mafia stuff. I like
the yeah, you when you walk in, it's just got the look of Sinatra and his
Jimmy. You're
boys.
looking for Jimmy to walk in, huh?
Yeah, give me the nose. It really, really is good food. I can't really vouch for their service. Their service is not so great, but the food impeccable.
Brene said something here, a bus tour.
Yes.
I love the ideas of I haven't done these before, but I'm really liking the idea where you get to drive around and explore, and they tell you about the towns. I love them. Hi, Victoria.
No. Absolutely, absolutely. Hello, Dewey, and Down Under Cruisers. Did I miss them?
They just came in shortly, 2 minutes ago. Hi, Sean.
There they are. I came into the chat, and here you are talking about body parts. Hey, it always goes with the territory here, buddy. Good on you, my friend. Good on you. And we have another friend I see here, and that is my sweet Victoria May, Life Unfiltered. I like that, Life Unfiltered. Hey, here's another thing that San Francisco is famous for, and I love. Sourdough bread. Thank you.
I love sourdough bread.
I love sourdough bread. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Najuma saying hi to everybody. Down Under saying hi to everybody. Very nice, very nice. This is a safe place, I hope. Okay, if I missed anybody, somebody correct me. And I may have to jump off here to figure out what's going on with my daughter. Who's going to have to go to the hospital, it looks like. So let me see.
I think I may start going back to going lives again. I did a couple, and I feel a little better.
You?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can pretty well let the chat run itself. I mean, you can stay there to supervise or whatever and kind of guide it, but people.
The only thing for me, I get nervous when you start and there's nobody in there. I have a hard time talking to myself.
You tell yourself like there's 1,500 people watching. Yeah. I'll never forget the first time. Listen carefully. I'll never forget the first time I played in a stadium.
Oh, yeah.
And when you look at a stadium and they've got 33,000 seats blocked off, and the platform is 200 feet wide and 100 feet deep and about 70 feet high, it's very intimidating.
The most I ever spoke in front of is maybe 200. So what happened is I got married in 2014.
Uh-huh.
And at the resort, I'm not sure how, well, actually, I do know how you deal with alcohol like I do. So they have this show at this resort I was at. And normally when somebody starts to say, oh, I'm looking for volunteers to go up on stage, back then, I was terrified. I would almost die if somebody took my name. But for some reason, this alcohol made me feel brave. And I have a video of it, and I'm going to be sharing it at one point. And I got up on stage, and I turned around, and there was only one thing that reminder that I was told about before, Papa, and that is envision everybody in the audience naked. Well, when I turned around, the lights were so bright I couldn't see nothing. I couldn't even see Ananda in the front row with her friend. laughing her head off. But without spoiling what the video is, it was quite embarrassing. It would have been embarrassing for a lot of people, but I got up there and I was doing my thing. And since then, Papa, I went back and I ended up going into a worship team. So I started out as backup singer, like the backup singers. That eventually opened up my fear of public speaking. Then what happened was our pastor had a month off, and they needed somebody to do the worship team, leading worship, sorry. And so they volunteered me. So for 5 weeks, I had to do that and do everything you do with the leading in worship. And so that helped me out. And then I was invited by one of our MLAs, which is basically the same as a state representative, to speak on behalf of because I was homeless at one point before, and so there was a affordable housing committee that was being formed, and so they asked me to come up and tell my story and all that. So there's news cameras there and everything. So, but ever since, I've gone back to church, and from that 5 weeks and that stage thing, I have no fears of whatsoever. That's what's helped me to talk to this camera. Like, you're looking at, you know what I mean? Like, it's nothing for me now. It doesn't matter if there's like 12,000 looking at me. It wouldn't bother me to stand in front of that big, huge crowd anymore. I love it.
Well, I try to treat one person or 0 people. If the number says 0, I pretend like I'm in a stadium of 33,000 people. And I just pretend like that in my mind.
Do a good job of that because you do your inspirational talks. So you do have that, right? You know what I mean? Yes.
Right. I try to, and because I think, well, if somebody happens to tune into this later, they'll at least get an encouraging message up front.
Yeah.
And if they say, well, I don't want a 5-hour Bible study here. I just want, because a lot of people are not interested in watching a 5-hour anything.
No.
I'm not. I have no desire to watch a 5-hour anything. But if I know somebody's going to take 5 or 10 minutes and be encouraging and helpful to me or to others around me, then I'm all for that.
I just found out last night that there was this talk about what is the best length of a YouTube video. And a lot of people have gotten to the point where they think, okay, the longer the video, the more they can put the ads on, where they'll give you more money and all that kind of stuff. So everybody's focusing on getting as much content out there. Well, it's not the length from what I'm hearing. It's like on average, there's no set time, as they're saying, but on average between 5 and 7 minute videos is what you do, but put a bunch of them out. Right. So but it's like watching TikTok. I don't think you look at TikTok, do you, Papa?
I got one this morning.
Oh, you did?
Our pastor's wife sent one to me. Oh my God, what a mess. Nothing cures stage fright than having to read Torah in front of a bunch of rabbis who correct you every time you make a small mistake. Yeah, Sean, the rabbis and the Judaic order, they take their stuff seriously.
Okay, so for me, I would probably die because I have no clue what the Torah really is. I've heard, but like I can't speak whatever it says. So yeah, that wouldn't be curing no stage fright for me. Well,
you have to arrive early and have a talk with the powers that be and say, you know what?
Yeah.
This is different. This is different for me. I'm a Christian minister.
Yeah.
I'm not an Episcopalian. So tell me what your custom is here, which I got thrown into.
Yeah.
I went to the funeral of my doctor, my physician. His dad had passed, and he didn't ask me, but he said, we're going to have the funeral. Da, da, da. So he let me know. And I thought, well, maybe he did want me to come. So I did show up. Well, the father that was there, or whatever they call him, an Episcopalian, was very happy that I showed up. And he was a little too happy. And I thought, Wonder why? Well, I found out real quick why. Because he was a little nervous too. Well, I just decided to go over I took all my liberty and then some, walked over to the Steinway and played a simple tune and sang a simple song and got everybody to join in with me. You know, the Pentecostal thing to do, but there I was in this high church, you know, and pink marble, everything was pink marble.
Wow.
And so, you know, I tried to get some line on, and then at some point during the service, I was seated on one side. My doctor and his family were all on the other side. The side I was on was totally empty except for me. And I thought, oh, well, this isn't awkward, but it was. And he said, okay, and those of you who would like to partake may do so now. And he pointed to me. And I thought, well, do I get up? And he said, again. And I thought, does he want me to partake, or is this, what the heck is this, communion or what? I just have to know what's going on. All you gotta do is tell me. He didn't go that far. After about the third time of him offering his hand of service, I thought, well, I guess I better get up and get up there. And I did. But, you know, that's one of those things that the gesture counts for a whole lot, you know. But it's not...
I remember my very first time singing worship. At that point, we didn't have no lyrics or nothing, Papa. But we were going to a senior's home, and very evangelical, kind of African type of Christian music.
Yep.
And nothing against it or anything. So I didn't know a lot of it, so I'm nervous. And so we go there, and like we were getting ready, all set up. But the pastor's daughter, she was like 14, I think she was. She noticed that I was terrified. Like, I don't know. She said, you know what? Just pretend like you're singing for Jesus. That's it. Just pretend like it, right? So, of course, when I did that, that's what I did. I pretended like I was singing for Jesus, even though it was a bunch of seniors. Yeah, I made mistakes, but what that is making you feel comfortable. Just do it. Stop worrying about making mistakes or being perfect or anything. Just do it. And that happened to me a few days ago. For 20 minutes, Papa, I went live, and I didn't realize that I was like for StreamYard. I have a test room where I go in and test and see if everything's all right, the lighting and everything. And then I'll create another one to go live at a certain time. Well, when it came time to go live, I wasn't in the one that was going live. I was still in the test site. So for 20 minutes, I thought I was talking live. So then I came on live. I finally figured out Rob was trying to text me through and call me through phone. And it's, no, I'm not going to do it. It's live. I can't answer my phone during live. And then eventually I did it. But it's most people, and myself included, you get nervous because you screwed up. But it's okay. There's nothing wrong with screwing up. You know, like this isn't a major TV network where you're going to lose $1 million contract because you keep screwing up.
You're right.
So,
you are right.
This is helping me like big time, like being able to talk. And you, the way you come on here, the way you talk, it's just talk, right?
We all learn by doing. Every one of us, we all learn by doing.
Yeah.
And if we do right, you know, we get compliments, and if we do wrong, we get criticism. But both of them have value.
They both have value. You're right, they do.
I've learned to embrace the good and the bad.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of beating myself up saying, oh, you know, this, and that. No, that's not the way I look at it. And it's definitely not the way God looks at it. We learn by doing, every one of us.
That's right.
And let's see what this says. Larry
is a conundrum.
Larry's a conundrum. Red suit and hat. Awesome Santa, black jacket, sideburns and black hat. Great
Great rabbi.
rabbi. Oh my goodness.
Sean, he's just waking up. You can tell. It's like 6:30 there in the morning, I think it is. Let's see.
Is it?
I think it is.
I lose track of all the time.
I think it is. It is.
I
I
have
have
to-
everybody's time zone here, basically.
I use that world clock.
It is 6:52 there where he is.
I use that world clock thing.
Do you?
Uh,
Yeah, that's what I'm using right now is the world clock.
Yeah.
And I have a settings for each time zone for like you are in Chicago, which is 1:52 p.m.
Melbourne, it says, is 6:52.
That's right. Yeah, that's what I use.
Victoria.
Victoria is in the same time zone as me.
Yep. No, I think this is talking about Victoria, Australia.
Oh, Victoria, Australia.
Yeah.
Well, that's the state. Victoria's the state, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Auckland, that's New Zealand, and then the last
Zealand,
one
yeah.
is Fiji's the last one. But actually, we're later because Fiji starts earlier than we do whenever they have, fireworks on the 4th
That's right.
or whatever. Melbourne.
Speaking of that area, we're just in talks about doing a cruise over there. I don't know if you remember.
I heard you say something about it.
2024 to 2025. So like a Christmas kind of, or how do I say it? The main thing is to end up at Sydney
Hey,
and watch the fireworks.
What?
I just wonder, are you taking her to calm
I don't
down?
know what I'm doing yet. She's on the phone with her doctor or with her pharmacy. I don't know what's happened. She went to the doctor. They didn't fill her
Hello, boy.
prescription. They said they're waiting on a pre-authorization. I'm trying to figure out what the holdup is. I have a feeling she went to the wrong doctor. With her new insurance, she probably had to go see her primary first. This BS, all these stupid doctors.
Well,
She has to go primary first before she can see the endocrinologist.
Hi,
And
Victoria.
They called her an insulin, but she can't get it
because
they need a prior authorization. I mean, really? You've had insulin since you were 11.
well, maybe she just needs to die first, and then they'll
Right.
approve it.
That's what I told her. I said, you're going to have to go to the hospital.
Give me a
She's
break.
throwing a fit about, I'm not getting an IV. I'm not. I said, honey,
Victoria, you getting rain down there?
needs fluid bad.
Yep.
No, a lot of wind.
She'll die.
Nice.
I've been practicing playing the piano,
Nice.
and I'm not great at it. I've only practiced maybe 5 days, but I wanted to play a Christmas song for you guys, if it's okay.
That'll be fine by me. We got to wait for
Tell
Papa.
me if you can recognize what Christmas song it is.
And I'll play mine, Victoria.
Oops, I messed up already.
All good.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Come here.
Down, young virgin, mother and child.
Oops.
Go take care of you. We
I was just singing Christmas songs earlier.
Yeah, that I've only practiced
Good
for
job.
like
Good
5
job.
days.
Practice
And I've
makes
never
perfect.
played the piano in my life. So I got this,
Yep.
and I started looking up to where they showed me how to put the letters of the keys. You can't
That's
see them
right.
because I'm learning them.
C-H-E.
And
Every
then
good boy
I write
deserves
them
fun.
down, the keynotes right here in the book, so that I can follow along. But I've got that one. I've got White Christmas, Jingle Bells, and We Wish You a Merry Christmas, that I'm practicing all of those.
And then
And
you're going to do a concert for us one night.
Silent Night
There you
is
go.
about the easiest one, I think, that I've been able to kind of get. But as you notice, I still flub up. But, for 5 days, I think I'm doing okay.
That's good. I've been playing this
You did just fine.
grade school, and I still mess up, but I play by ear.
Yeah, I play my Native American flute just
I know you were
however
good
I
at that,
play.
actually.
I don't even try to play it like anybody else or with any kind of notes or
Are they
assistance.
expensive?
Huh?
Are those Native American flutes, are they expensive?
Well, the big one that I played
The one that you
is
had, yeah.
almost $300. The little one that I was playing is a little over $200.
Ouch.
Man.
Yeah, I got this as a gift. This is the alto.
But I
Yeah,
saved
alto.
up
This is
for a
the
really
alto.
long time,
This is the alto, and
because
this is the soprano.
if I want something, I will save every penny I can
Wow.
possibly save to have that something one day.
They have a
Except for,
beautiful sound to them, like unbelievably beautiful sound. Yeah.
except for I do have one thing that I want super bad, but I'm not trying to save for it because there's no way I could save $7,000 plus.
Your
And
little cart.
What do you want, a harp?
No, it's a mobility scooter, but it's a 4-seat,
Oh,
and it's called an e-Jeep, and it's just like a little tiny car. It's
oh,
got
you showed me
headlights.
that. Is that the one
Yeah,
you
we
Yeah.
were looking at that the other day.
Yeah, it was like a pink one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
remember
on,
that.
it's on what's on my stickers also. So that's what my stickers are. I'll show you. Let me pull a sticker out here.
You
I
know,
still
my
got a few. So if anybody would like one of my stickers, email me. I've got my email address on my about page, or get a hold of Us and More, because I sent her a bunch. But there's my dream car, and then I want a little it's called a bicycle camper, and if you notice, it's got bicycle tires on it. This has
wow.
got more like the tires are more like a what are the golf cart?
Yeah, I was going to
tires.
say, it looks kind of like a golf cart tire.
Yeah. And
Victoria,
yes,
you do know prayers and dreams do come true sometimes.
I've been praying for at least 2, maybe a little 2 or more years. I've been praying and telling God, if I'm praying the wrong prayer for I'm so sorry, but it's just something I really would help me, Lord, to have the independence. And
Keep at it, and He answers prayers.
Oh, I know He does.
On His terms, not on our terms. It's not.
Oh, I know He does. But it's all His choice too.
Victoria, let me share something with you, Victoria, and it'll encourage your heart, because sometimes He does give us the desires of our heart. I asked for God a long time ago. I asked Him, I really need this scooter, this electric scooter, to get around. I could walk, but I couldn't walk but about 40 or 50 feet, and then my legs just gave out on me.
Yeah.
Didn't know what the problem was. So I asked God, can you either send me a scooter or send me the money? Well, guess what? He sent me the money, and I had enough to go. I had enough to go buy that scooter. So that was a great blessing. Then I got to looking at how it breaks down, and Mommy was having to put it all in the trunk. Well, it was about to wrench out her back every time because she was leaning in there over and grabbing
Yeah,
the battery pack. And
It sounds
it's
like
really heavy too.
what I had to bring back from Victoria for my mother-in-law here.
Could you imagine, Alan? Could you imagine trying to ride that thing in the dead of winter?
no, and I really, right
If
now,
you,
I
I mean,
can't.
if you have no other alternative to have your independence without depending on somebody else.
Well, the second half of my story will help you because this last week, while I was in Indiana, my dad, I had a talk with my father, and he's 88, and parts of him are just slipping, you know,
Uh-huh,
and not the least of which his response time and his depth perception.
uh-huh.
He'll see something and he'll think he's a long way from it, and he may be right on him. I
Yeah,
rode with him. I rode with him, and I said, "Well, um, that's Dad. I really think you need to give Chena, my sister, your keys." Well, he got mad, and I said, "Well, Dad, I said, and I didn't want him to be mad at my sister because she lives with him. She takes care of him,
yeah.
lives with him." Well, he said, "Well, what about you and Shelley for your new scooter?" He said, if I give my van to you, would that help you?" And he's got ramps where I can drive. I don't have to break it down. I can just drive it up into the van,
That's awesome. Yeah.
and it fits. So he gave me. He has a 2005 Buick Terraza,
Wow.
and it's 16 years old, and it has 120,000 miles on it, which is very good for a 16-year-old vehicle.
Yeah.
Um, and you'd have to just know my dad and how picky he is. Uh, he, anything that's even hinting at being broken, he's going to fix it before it does get broken. So a 16-year-old car from him will always look brand new so long as he owns it. I I can't fix things like he can, but he's retired from General Motors, 40 years and all this. But long story short, I got the scooter and the van. Didn't pay a penny for either one of them,
Amen.
and
Yeah.
I certainly thank God for that because I wasn't expecting. Hang on, let me
Change your view.
see.
If I can add to that, Victoria, also we had a 1998 Pontiac Sunfire. It was basically dead.
Well, see,
This was a few months ago.
part of my problem is I'm on Social Security disability.
Same here.
So I can't have that
Oh yeah,
amount of money for one. I can't have that amount of money. But if something for that amount of money was gifted to me, then I'm allowed to have it. But I can't have the amount of money in my possession long enough to afford to get the thing. So I would have to have somebody trustworthy to get that money and to purchase the product, and then I could say it was gifted to me.
Yeah, it's like us. That's what happened to us. We were gifted a 2012 Dodge Grand Caravan from my mother-in-law.
very
Right.
With
very
220,000 kilometers, which is roughly 180,000, 70,000 miles on it. Perfect condition. She put $5,000 of repairs in before she gave it to us. Very, very, very grateful and thankful. Now we have another vehicle that will keep us going even longer, right? We didn't ask for it. It was actually her father passed away last year. They were talking about moving and they wanted a new vehicle. And he said, well, we're going to give you the van. So they gave us the van. I'm on disability here in Canada. It's a little slightly different. We're allowed to have $100,000 in assets. That is
Wow.
sad that you like the system down there won't allow you to do it.
I can't get over that.
Like because we own a mobile home, we own it,
Yeah.
right? So that's
Yeah.
an asset, right?
I'm partial owner of a mobile home right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
But God forbid, knock on wood, nothing happens to my husband, but it would be automatically mine at that point.
Yeah.
But
So
and
you're allowed to have that as an asset?
I'm allowed anything that's gifted.
Wow.
I don't know how
So
exactly
here,
it
let me
works.
ask this question, Victoria. What if you owned a $70,000 mobile home? I'm just saying, like it could be more or less.
Oh,
Doesn't
okay.
matter.
Well,
Like
no,
doesn't matter. Before this, you were working hard. You got this nice home, and then you go on disability. Are they going to stop you, force you to sell that to?
I don't know exactly about that because there are people, seniors,
Yeah.
that get to the age limit where they're
Yeah.
allowed to get their disability, but it's at that point it's SSA, not
SSA, yeah.
SSI. It's different. Somebody on SSI has not worked to put the money in
Oh wow.
to the Social Security.
Wow.
Somebody on SSA has worked their entire life and put major amounts of it's like my mother-in-law and my father-in-law are on SSA and they own a large acred home.
Yes.
And they're still getting their Social Security. So I guess it depends on what you're on, what you're allowed. You know what?
See, here in Canada, there's two different programs. We have like the same thing as your Social Security, which I'm on, but I only get a certain rate based on my income throughout my whole working career, which is still under the poverty line, if you can say it that way. But then they also top you up with the provincial disability, which is kind of like you never paid into that one, right? Like so, it's like a public funded program. Basically, each province has its own, and so they top us up to a certain amount because both of us are on. Me and Ananda are both on disability, right? And so we get a certain amount, and then we're allowed actually an extra certain amount per month as working. It's just wow. It's just mind-boggling.
It's like we paid our mobile home.
Yeah.
We paid, I think it was $13,000. Me and my husband.
Yeah.
His mother outright bought it, and
Thank you, Renee.
Same thing here. Same thing here.
But our insurance says our mobile home because of the year. They're not. They don't. That's the thing about nowadays from the old days. In the old days, they would do a walkthrough of your home. And they would decide what your home and the products in your home were worth.
Wow.
When they did the walkthrough.
They actually did
Nowadays,
yes,
it's a phone call.
And
they
I got his phone call.
Only by the year of your mobile of your home.
Wow.
And our mobile home is a 1973, I believe it is. And we've made a lot of upgrades. Like it's got a brand new roof. We're
putting the roof on ours right now in the middle of doing that.
Toilets, things like that. But our insurance says, God forbid anything happens to our home, it's only worth $7,000.
Wow.
So even though we got $13,000 into it, plus all the improvements, and then all the things that's in the home, with all of that, if something were to happen to destroy our home, we only get $7,000.
Thanks for joining us, Sean. Have a great day.
We are insured for, I think, $5,000 more than what we paid for it. That's just the trailer alone, and then the contents. I think it's 25,000 or 30,000 in contents as well, and they also insure my garden shed too.
So in that case, I am allowed to be gifted this home. I am allowed to be gifted, if it ever came about, the Jeep that I dream of having.
Yeah.
Because it is under a certain limit of money. Yeah. But that's because I'm on SSI, not SSA. I have not put a lot into Social Security through my life.
Yeah.
Because most of my work, I was a carny. It was under the table. And
I did
wasn't
tiny work. I know what you mean.
Yeah, so it was all under the table, and I was a minor through
Yeah.
most of that. So it didn't count. It didn't go. They didn't see that I was work. A lot of work that I did through my life was always under the table
Yeah.
because I was
Wow.
very young.
I'll give an
And
example without saying personal things here. Let's just say I get $500 a month. I get more, but let's just
yeah,
say I get
yeah,
$500 a month for federal, which is what you're saying. Where
right.
Social Security, where you pay all your life into working. Ours is called,
SSA.
okay, so I paid into that all my life, working life. It's called Canada Pension. So I get $500 a month for that. On provincial, which sounds like what you're on, that it's a provincially a publicly funded
Yeah,
disability. They top you up to a certain amount,
right.
right? So really, it doesn't matter what you are, because like Ananda's on just publicly funded one. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
She worked, but she couldn't qualify for this federally funded one like I did. I
Right.
qualified, right? So
Right.
I'm on both. She's on just the publicly funded one.
Right.
I'm going to have to. I hate to do this, but I'm
Yep.
going to have to. I'm going to have to duck out of here. If you want to continue it on, go over to.
Oh no, it's okay, Papa.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry,
okay.
but you know what's
Thank
going
you
on.
for
So
letting me come up.
say a prayer.
And,
You're welcome, Victoria May. Of course, say a prayer for my daughter Olivia.
oh,
Always,
I
Papa.
definitely will,
Be
Alan.
safe to all you guys. God bless.
See you another time.
Ciao. Okay.